Hi, I'm Becky Rollins, and welcome to fourth grade social studies. The first half of the year, I'll be teaching your child civics, but from an investigative approach. Your child will be a detective and have to find the behind the scenes information of our forefathers, and will then have to explain it to other inquisitive people, not all from this world. We will learn how the government was formed and by whom. We will find out what the reason was that there was a 30-year secrecy after they left the Philadelphia Convention of why they made the convention Constitution of the US. Your child will receive a book copy of the Constitution of the United States, and I will constantly be telling them to be skeptics, ask both sides of the story, find out the whole entire situation. Like, did all Americans have liberty and justice for all? And we know they didn't, right? They will learn what it means to be a good citizen and how laws are passed. We will actually write to our local representatives. We will even have a junior mock UN right here in our classroom. Your child will learn the ins and outs of the United Nations. They will be given their own country and we will come together. They'll have to um, in class, we will learn how to actually research things and what is important to find out. We will talk about different types of maps and things like that. And then they will come for the debate. So I'm very excited about that. We're actually going to have high school seniors come in and run the mock UN. So that'll be awesome. All right, so the second half of the school year, we'll learn about inventors and inventions from all around the world. We'll discover who made the many common everyday things that we use all of the time, like how Frederick Jones invented the air conditioner and Robert Albert Burr invented the lawnmower that every one of us use, right? So we're going to learn so many fun, unknown inventions. We will even watch some clips from Robot Wars to see everyday people make destruction robots. So they're inventing all the time. Um, we will continue to practice with our maps and note taking skills that we learned in third grade. Um, and you might have seen that we don't have a main book curriculum. And I don't want that to make you nervous by far. There's a lot of different things that I want to show your children, and we won't be following the whole entire book. So I really didn't want you to have to pay that kind of money. So what I did is I made your child an interactive book, and basically it will it will have different excerpts or pages um, from DK Invention, also from um, DK Inventors. We will have some information from Social Studies Alive, which is actually the social studies book that a lot of the children get in public school. That way, I can just sort of monitor that I'm teaching your child everything that they need to know, but not wasting their time on everything that they don't need to know. Um, while we'll be using Life Pack Civics, it's going to be Unit 3. So it's not a problem if your child gets it. It's a wonderful book. It's a cheap enough book, but all of the things are going to be in the interactive book that they're going to have to use so that they can stay in line with the rest of the class. So I will pull some information out of Social Studies Maryland, and we will talk about just some of the different activities, that are in here about graphing and things like that. We are actually going to look at all the different forms of government around the world. So I think that's going to be very interesting for the kids. So I'm super, super excited about that. I will be using some pages out of We the People, the Citizens and the Constitution. So this book is no longer published. I just happened to get it at a secondhand store. Um, the the activities and things like that are kind of outdated. So that's why I don't want to use it fully. And maybe they touch on the fact of the indigenous people, during the whole process of it. But we're gonna delve in a lot more than that. So, and then last is the inventor's book. So, um, I will um, give your child on the first day the drawstring bag, and it'll have their interactive notebook and any other things that I need them to have at that time. So everything will be inside the drawstring bag. Um, the reason I do this is I need them to keep everything in the drawstring bag for the entire year. So they pull it out, they do their homework, they put it back in, they come to class, they put it back in. I only have 55 minutes, and by the time they settle down, it's a lot less than that. And I have a lot of awesome things that I want to teach your children. So the easiest thing is just keep the drawstring bag. So I'm not strict about many things, but the bag I'm strict about. So as far as testing and projects and things like that, um, I believe that we all can tell if our children are understanding or not. But I will give them tests and I will give them grades because that is what most of you are used to. I don't particularly believe in them, but um, I just think that there was a lot of inventors and famous people that didn't even go to high school that were highly intelligent. So I don't always think just that a grade tells about intelligence or how hard someone works because I was a straight A, gifted and talented student, and it just came easy to me. But now I watch my daughter struggle, and she has ADD, and she will sit for hours and do work and hours and still only get a B or a C. So I'm not really strict on grades. If I see that your child is struggling, then I will actually touch base with you and then request that I can one-on-one Zoom them. And then we will just talk more in detail. And maybe I need to explain it in a different way so that they understand. Or, maybe we need to draw it out. Maybe we need to watch a YouTube video, whatever it takes. I'm going to make sure that your kid understands. So that's just how I feel about things. So if you have any questions, then you can always call me, ask me, things like this. Um, so I think that we talked about everything that I know. A lot of people are um, worried if we're going to be virtual or in school. As far as this class is concerned, absolutely nothing is going to change. So whether I sit on the computer with your student, with your child, or whether I sit in a room with them. All the fees are going to stay the same. All the books are going to stay the same. Our whole entire everything is going to be the same. So definitely don't stress about anything like that. All right. So as far as this class goes, you don't need to buy any books, any supplies, or anything like that. Everything will be given to you. That's why you have a higher like material curriculum fee, and probably even see maybe a copy fee. So all that is because you're not going to go and buy any other books. Okay. So if you have any questions, oh, I did want to tell you, you probably saw that there is a magazine subscription fee on there, which is probably new to you. We are actually going to talk about current events, and it's very difficult for children in elementary. We don't often let them watch TV, and they're sort of just in our little bubble of what they hear. So there's this awesome book. You can actually preview it ahead of time just to make sure, but it's an unbiased written. It's called The Week. They have one for adults, and this one's called Junior for the kids. And it literally, every week for approximately 8 weeks, your kid's going to get an issue of these, and we're going to talk about them in class. So try not to talk about them at home. I don't want them to have any prejudices before we talk about them. Um, but it's sort of, and inside you'll see it's just very short, like Biden, um, you know, wins the election, or a whale was rescued near Sri Lanka. But the very cool thing is, if you wanted to go into further detail with the kids, if you go on their website under either parents or teachers, they actually have like a little guide, and it will, tell you what questions to ask, or maybe like some prompts for vocabulary or writing, or let's discuss this or that. So I really think that you and your children will enjoy this magazine. And because I ordered it in bulk, instead of it being $6 a copy, then it was only $2 a copy. So then that worked out perfect. And they were still able to go to everybody's homes. So hopefully that'll work out, and we can talk about some current events, and just get the kids really acquainted with the world, all around the world. All right. So if you have any other questions, my number is 443-875-6454. And my email address, my Extend Homeschool email address is rrollins for Rebecca Rollins. So RROLLINS at extendhomeschool.com. And I can't wait to see your kids and meet you. Thanks. Bye.